Radiation exposure is a scary thing, and if you don't know you're being exposed to ionizing radiation, the symptoms could feel like a myriad of different things. So you definitely want to understand the kinds of things ionizing radiation can do to a body, what it feels like, etc. Because if you're at the stage where they're pointing radiation at you, there's a chance that if you seek medical treatment, what's probably going to happen is they're going to try to put a white jacket on you if you describe these symptoms, and that's only because you've been put on a government shit list. They'll tell nurses you're a possible terrorist, what have you, just to gain access to you and to legitimize why you'll get improper diagnosis. But things to look out for. If you are getting harassed and all of a sudden you're also getting these illness symptoms, see if it adds up. But some of the consequences or some of the side effects of radiation exposure is sudden diarrhea. You get heat flushes over your body. You'll get overheated. You can have a body-wide weakness. When pointed at your skin or on a focused area, it will initially feel like extreme goosebumps. And then as more nerve damage occurs, it will feel like water being splashed on you. And then hot water being splashed on you. And then just a burning feeling. And then after that, you'll have muscle soreness. And as the nerves in that area of tissue, if it has a targeted exposure radius for the radiation, is eventually your bones in that area will begin to ache, feel like arthritis. If it's pointed at your head, you'll experience confusion. Your ability to talk or find words will become difficult. You'll suffer from temporary memory loss, loss of balance, migraines, and even hair loss if the radiation beam is focused on an area of your head. Maybe when you go home, you sit in a favorite chair and it's always pointing at you there, you'll experience hair loss. If pointed at your glutes, anus, or abdomen, it can cause really fast urges to have to defecate. And these are just some of the things to be aware of to see whether or not what you're experiencing is a side effect of ionizing radiation. Also, something to be aware of is the fact that the symptoms will go and come back and go and come back. And that's very similar to how radiation treatments for people who are undergoing chemotherapy, it will also be done. A lot of the math on how far they push you with the radiation is based on your weight, exposure time, etc. Just like chemotherapy is. So understand that these symptoms will come on as a wave and then they'll go back, and they'll come on as a wave and they'll come back. And sometimes it's used to communicate something, like every time you go, let's say every time you try to go to the press and you get stonewalled, every time you go to the police and you get stonewalled. Soon afterwards, someone will find you or cross your path with a radiation, what's it called? A cobalt-60 kit or some other gamma radiation source, and expose you and have an onset of these symptoms. And that's to create a trauma. So you have you start to partake in a Pavlovian kind of conditioning to stop getting you to go to the police, to stop getting you to reach out to journalists, etc., to stop your harassment. And it's really hard, but you must resist. You have to understand that they're trying to make you scared. They want you to be quiet because they want you to quietly shut up and die.